is Lisa Jones and I'm a member of the biology department here at Birkdale School, and I'm trying in this short video to give you a little bit of a flavour about what it's like to study biology A-level here at Birkdale. So I'll just introduce you to the team first of all. The biology team is comprised of Mrs. Holder. She is the head of biology. Now the reason why Mrs. Holder's not doing this video and I am is because she's on maternity leave, so I am covering for Mrs. Holder's responsibilities in school during her absence. Obviously myself, I teach within the biology department, and then you will be familiar with both Mrs. Wildman and Mr. Morton, who also teach within the biology department. Now the four of us as a team, we're all well-qualified biologists. We're all very, very passionate about our subject, and I really think that comes through in our teaching. And we're really committed to developing well-rounded scientists for university and work and the world beyond. So we've got wider aims than just obviously delivering you the content. Our success in the biology department manifests itself in many ways, largely through our results, which I can talk about later, but also in terms of the destinations that students head off to. So this could be university, or it could be into the workplace, and that's really rewarding for us to see our students taking their science on to the next level. So I suppose the big question is, why do you want to study biology? What is it about this subject that interests you? And by definition, biology means the study of life. So if you're interested in what you're made of, where you've come from, what's the components of your cells, how have you evolved, how have you got here, then maybe this is for you. Okay, so in terms of the wider course, what will you study? So you'll start thinking about the biological molecules, such as carbohydrates and fats and proteins. You'll be thinking about DNA in terms of how does that, as the blueprint of life, how does that build a living organism from scratch? You'll think about your cells and how your cells interact with your tissues, how your tissues build up to make organs into systems, and then how do systems work together to create a fully functional living thing. And you won't just think about the animal kingdom either. You'll be looking at the other major kingdoms such as plants, fungi. You'll also be looking at the bacterial kingdom, the prokaryotes, the protists, and also viruses. You know, in terms of our course, we do a lot on microbes, and you'll think about all the major biological disciplines. And you'll study and dabble into areas such as microbiology, taxonomy, cell biology, biochemistry, genetics, and certainly in A2, really exciting biology in terms of recent developments in gene expression and genomics. So as I said in my introduction, it's not just about the content. We're not just about making sure you get the grades for your CV. We like to develop scientifically literate students. And how are we going to do this in biology? There's so many skills that are developed through this study. So when you do your practical work, you're going to learn to plan practical, make sure it's valid, make sure you're gathering valid data. You're going to think about your conclusions and apply mathematical process and statistics to actually work out, have you actually answered the question that you set out to investigate? And you'll develop the really important skills of analysis and, most importantly, evaluation. Have you got the evidence to back up your question? So lots of skills developed through A-level biology, including all those which are really valued by employers, such as teamwork, communication skills, and problem solving. And how do we foster this enthusiasm and love of biology? So we like to take you places and introduce you to speakers and so on. And in Lower Sixth, the first thing we do is we take you to Science Live, and there you'll get exposed to lots of really influential scientists and biologists who'll talk to you about really interesting topics. We've seen Robert Winston, who's talked about his reproductive medicine career, and in the last couple of years we've seen a bacteriologist who's talked to us about antibiotic resistance, something that you will study in your course. There's also the trip to Chester Zoo, not just a fun day out. Yes, you'll get to go and see the elephants and the giraffes, but you're also going to have workshops where you look at classification and taxonomy, and also how we're using base sequences in DNA to teach us about evolution and where we've come from. At Chester Zoo we have a residential also to deliver the ecology part of our course, where you'll go to Malham Tarn up in North Yorkshire and spend a couple of days doing your sampling techniques in the field. Also, we're members of the Royal Society of Biology, so we have their magazine in school. You'll get a copy of that to read about extra initiatives going on in the biological field to prepare you for interviews and beyond. And then also there's MedSoc, which is run out of the biology department, a hugely successful society where we prepare our prospective medics, vets and dentists for the application process, and also give them lots of insight into what these careers involve. What can you expect to get out of your biology A-level? What are you going to do next? What are you going to do with it? Well, if we look at the destinations of our cohort who left last year, 15 of our students have gone on to study medicine, 1 has gone on to study dentistry, 2 into physiotherapy, 1 into sports science, and it's not just the traditional scientific careers, there's also lots of students going on to study careers in finance, business and economics. So all university courses are open to you with your biology A-level, and I think universities will value the challenging nature of the A-level and obviously the skills that I've talked about that you'll develop through your time. So if you've got any further questions about the study of biology at Birkdale School, please take a look at the website where you'll get some more information, or feel free to email me.